sun being 7:37 a.m. here, we are in the exactitude of the sun in Scorpio being 180 degrees to Uranus and Taurus, which would be the last time that Uranus and Taurus and the sun would have this wonderful engagement. Today, I just woke up and everything was just crazy. I couldn't find the other side of my shoe. My coffee pot just started acting crazy. I had to go out and move some cars. I had to just put myself together, and I'm like, what is going on? This Mercury retrograde is just like serious, but it's beyond Mercury retrograde. It's Mercury retrograde, who Uranus, by the way, is the highest octave of. And since we deal with sound here, we are vibrating at the 528 mandala of the heart. I want you to understand and to look today. This is the oracle card of the day. We'll put her here. If you recognize this wonderful woman, she's the oracle card here. She has reappeared. If you recognize this wonderful woman with a message bringing love, she has reappeared for the month of November. And if you recall, one of my other messages also have this, and they were all within the same month. And I was like, sometimes I'm like, why do I get these repeat cards? But I want to let you know that when I was shuffling here, I used to take shuffled cards as my little thing from the spirit, but as I learned, I realized that me picking my hands in the time of my meditation is much more efficient for me. But I did realize that in the pre-shuffle, what I did allow to view things that do fall out, that they kind of tell a pre-story. So in this little white deck over here, which I use as my last, it really popped out first, a star card, and then it popped out when I did the spread to select the cards. It had the Seven of Swords in the reverse, visible for me to see. And so I want to let you know that alone told me that whatever was untrue, whatever seemed to be shady, whatever seemed to be something that's untold, for some reason it's being corrected into something that's true. So this is kind of a little correcting thing here going on. I started my whole thing, but I didn't do a little totem. But I'm gonna put this back here since it seems like we're repeating a lot of planets here. I love this. You know why? This is serious. I love this. This is a little thing. It works. Here's that crystalline energy. Here's our message. Sorry. I'm doing this only because of the fact that I wanted to be in that Uranus time that I was doing it. Sorry. What is it? Bring in the love. Make today great. It's very simple today. And it's about the heart. So love, heart, and relax. That sounds like a perfect thing. So I guess, despite Mercury being this retrograde, this Uranus is probably going to be a subtle one. I don't know, right? We're the exactitude of it right now. So we are in the 528 hertz. I'm going to talk about this angel here first. Because I think I pulled her card out. And basically, it's this. You are love and love is you, and nothing can ever separate you from who and what you are. Archia Clarity, whose name is derived from the Latin carus, meaning deer, serves on the pink, red, and ruby ray of divine love and devotion with her counterpart. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, also known as Seraphina, reminds us that there's always time for love. She's guiding you to be dared with yourself by visualizing current situations and all concerned bathe in love, either giving, receiving, or being. So in these Uranus moments, you should be thinking about the kind of love you really want. Instead of just, whatever. So, you know what the weather is. Your own fucking thoughts. My thoughts, your thoughts. And this one here, this was also really good. Okay, this is the real message here. This is how I think this is going to be. Mandala of the heart here. And this is important. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so that they can come back together in a beautiful way. Trust in the goodness and the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. Wow, nice, right? That's why you gotta make it a great day. That's why you gotta bring in the love, because you gotta think about what you want right now. Me, you, get into this good vibe. You see this thing over here? That fire was real. And yeah, let's start this because we're in the middle of this. Yes, maybe our fire is here. The sun's here, guys. I mean, whew. There's a lot of energy here. Good ones. Good ones. Oh, something's coming. Ah, yeah. The support, the right support. You know, I mean, it says it right here, right? It looks good. And we're in the highest point of understanding things. This is what this crown chakra here is. I mean, the third eye. You're seeing things. Okay, so this is what Uranus is. It is the third eye. So you see, you're getting these revelations. I'm getting these revelations. Where we end here today. So we're still going into our rest, being quiet and allowing this thing to just do its thing. And let's move on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those things that appear so amazing, right? But you really are the devil. So that's where we came from. There's a partnership here. Let's see what happens. And memories of love. Yeah. Are you looking at that right now? Maybe. This card keeps falling. Let's see what else is here. Crossroads. Wow, yeah. This sun is leading the way to a crossroad. And so is his third eye, is guiding the way like a good wise man. Because we're worried at where things are going. Where do we end up here? Wow, can you imagine that? Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Woo. It's a real quiet time in this thing. It seems like it's gonna be subtle over here. Alright, let's see what the sun's gonna talk about today. You see the Seven of Swords has appeared here. But I told you about it before and it's pre-shuffled that it was in the reverse. So what does that mean? Like some little kind of tricky universal thing is happening here because it has to do with the sun. Exactly. Because look at this. The Fool is in the middle of this card. This new beginning begins. And what do we have? The Queen of Cups. So what's here? The Sun. A crossroads and a Queen of Cups, the most amount of love you can get from a person to give you. You could say the King of Cups, but he doesn't really do that. The Queen of Cups does that. She's the real unconditional love. Wow. Let's see what the third eye wants to say over here, because this one last card just kept on coming down. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's the end of this thing over here. This thing is freeing. What's over here? A reunion. Not the good kind, you know. It's when the person is beat up and broken. Just like here. Just like here. This is not even lying. But this girl's on fire. Did you hear that sound I gave it? That's what I was doing when I was doing this thing. And this woman repeated herself. The thing is this woman is ruling time again, and she is in this little pool of water where the water goes away and she still sits on her chair. The water comes and she still sits on her chair. It means that I'm sorry, there's a distraction. It means that we're not affected. Our destinies are not affected. Our place in life is not affected in a way. Okay? Because we have life and nature with us. And what do we have? A Knight of Pentacles on his horse. So here it is. A very slow man, right? A little slow movement. And he's not even on a horse. But the good news about the Knight on the Pentacle is that he's slowly making these plans. I'm sorry, I did not uncover this little part over here. What do we have? What is this? A Two of Pentacles. Yeah. That's where we are here. So you see that as a time of choices. Look, the sneakiness to make this breakthrough, to get this unconditional love, right? Wherever that might be. And how does this Uranus reading end? It ends with... is this upside down? Okay, no. Yeah, it is. Here we go. If we... Sorry. If we... okay, this makes sense. So what do we see here at the ending? The real ending of the story here is about two birds. What the fuck's going on with this shit? It's about two birds having this obviously they're trying to build something, right? So yeah, where do these sticks go? It doesn't have to be bad. And what is this page doing? He went to go dig up or put away or pick up a key, right? Because who's on the way over here? Look who's in the back here, okay? I want you to look at this. As we're saying, these two birds here, they're negotiating where these sticks go because obviously they're building something. Are they fighting? I don't think so. Birds don't fight with sticks. In 5 of Wands, it is a competition. But, you know, there could be some togetherness. But what happens here? There is a page. Is he pulling his key out? Is he putting his key in? However, this person's coming over here, right? Is this person this person? It could definitely well be. And this key is probably a pentacle, right? So, well, actually, look. He has the key. He's wearing it. When he was younger, he found the key. And now, he's on his way. Slow but sure. Just remember, both parties here have been through the war. This is the ending story. This is the ending story. 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Okay, they're in a row, okay? Look at this. You can't make this up. In the third eye row, you have the 10 of Wands and you got the 9 of Wands, right? But it ends here. It tells you. Because this new beginning, this person breaks away. Look, him and the dog, they're gone. And the dog was like, you crazy bitch. Whoa. Yeah. Coming out of that broken heart. Coming out of that stuck position. Well, this is the Uranus reading. Make make it a great day. Bring in love. And the Heart Mandela talking about some manifestation going on. But you can see over here that some communication went down and a key that has to go somewhere. It's on its way. That's all I have to say. Yeah, baby, this key opens up this trunk over here for this next little roadway. Anyways, that was my Sun conjunct Uranus reading. Look again, the Sun, the Three of Pentacles with the best kind of one, and the third eye chakra. The ending of a time, the ending of this thing, the support and the return of things and people. We see Pentacles here, so time was all about this. It took a long time.